And this week's quality stat go a little bit different, but you know, the shiny hood ornament, no longer a theory though. You guys have uploaded it to a
man law. It's the shiny hood ornament man law. Used to be the shiny hood ornament theory, like you say, Tyler. It's not necessarily a quality stat, but it is something we've pioneered and talked about quite a bit. And what it says is that wide receivers are nothing more than shiny hood ornaments on the engine of an NFL team. They look good, they look sexy, they look bright and shiny. People ooh and ah when they see them, but they don't make your team better. And I think we saw a great example of that this week. And the Falcons did not score a single offensive point, despite the fact they went out and traded 5 draft picks this year to land a receiver. With Julio Jones with the number 6 pick in the draft. We called it a stupid move at the time. We gave them a D- in our draft grades at Sports Illustrated, and it proved to be a disastrous end of the season that you could see coming because receivers do not make quarterbacks better. Quarterbacks make receivers better. Well, this is a team that had a Pro Bowl receiver in Roddy White, had a Hall of Fame tight end in Tony Gonzalez. Their problems were not their receivers, was not their receiving core. The problem was their quarterback, and it all comes down to the quarterback, just not that great at getting the ball down the field. And adding more weapons for him is nice, but it's not going to help you when you can't convert, fourth and short. Wouldn't you like to have seen that team with an earth mover maniac at right guard? Wouldn't that have been a more valuable player for this team to have when they twice have stopped?
Especially when they moved up, and they were willing to give up all that, bet the farm, to move up. There were guys available this
And there was also there was a team that had struggled on defense last year. They needed defenders, and we ran some of the numbers, by the way, looking at the shiny hood ornament man law this week. The 2010 Falcons, the team without Julio Jones, 13-3. The 2011 Falcons, 10-6. 2010 Falcons, the number 1 playoff seed. 2011 Falcons, number 5. They scored more points last year. They gave up fewer. The team was worse. And what did they do? They mortgaged the future for one player, and it didn't pay off. It was a disastrous decision. The basic foundation of the shiny hood ornament man law is this. Pass catchers are wildly overvalued by everybody in football. Even the greatest touch the ball 4 or 5 times a game. Their impact is much smaller than people realize. And by the way, the Giants, who was their record-setting star receiver this year? Undrafted free agent Victor Cruz out of football powerhouse UMass. Well, you see this year after year, and when the hood ornament theory was upgraded to man law was last year. The 2 teams that drafted receivers in the first round in 2010, Demaryius Thomas, who obviously had a big play for the Broncos this year, but that team went 4-12 last year, and the coach was fired. The other team that drafted a receiver in the first round in 2010 were the Dallas Cowboys and Des Bryant. Their coach was fired mid-season. I mean, that's 0 for 2 right there. And now Thomas had a big play in this game, a game-winning play for the Broncos against the Steelers. But that team's fortunes changed when they put in a new quarterback. The NFL is all about the quarterback. The receivers are overvalued. And if you don't have a guy who can get him the football, those receivers are useless. And that, again, is the foundation of what it's all about.